Hey there everyone, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So, in this episode of Review Flakes, we're going to be talking about the upcoming Alien movie, which has officially landed its title, Alien Romulus. We're going to be discussing everything we know so far about the movie, and taking a look at a brand new poster which was just released. So guys, if you are new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the movie and streaming news we have going on this channel. And with that down, we're going to be jumping into this article from comicflicknews.com. So, Alien Romulus, everything you need to know. So, director Fede Alvarez, Alien Romulus sets its course for theaters in 2024. Prepare for a thrilling new addition to the Alien franchise as Fede Alvarez, known for his work on Evil Dead and Don't Breathe, brings forth Alien Romulus. The film, officially titled Alien Romulus now, is scheduled to hit theaters on August 16th, 2024, as reported by Deadline. So yeah, this is really exciting. Fede Alvarez, he obviously worked in recent years on the Evil Dead franchise and Don't Breathe, like it says here in the article. And those two movies are absolutely incredible. Evil Dead, I mean, the remake was just out of this world. It was so good. I think it's better than the original, and one of the best remade horror movies in my opinion. And Don't Breathe, that was incredible as well. Really good movies, and it gives me all the more faith that he's going to do something great with this new Alien movie. And guys, it comes out on August 16th of this year, so it's really not that long to wait. Hopefully they're going to, fire up the marketing for this movie sooner rather than later. We're going to start getting, more posters, some images, more new information, and hopefully we're going to get some trailers soon as well. So there's going to be plenty of new information regarding this movie on the channel, so make sure you stay up to date. Also guys, remember, this is the first Alien movie, technically under Disney, since they took control of the property. It's probably going to be landing on Hulu, but yeah, super exciting. If they can reinvigorate the franchise like what they did with, the Prey movie, the last Predator movie that they did, which was absolutely incredible. A lot of people loved it. If they can do the same thing, with this upcoming Alien movie as well, then I think we're in for something absolutely special. But yeah, guys, so we have a screenshot here of one of the xenomorphs. This is from the Alien Isolation game. I put it here. I thought that game was incredible. By the way, if you haven't played it, make sure you check out Alien Isolation, just to go off on a tangent. So, in an exclusive interview with Variety, actress Kaylee Spaney, I think that's how you say it, known for her role in The Craft Legacy and Pacific Rim Uprising, revealed exciting details about the movie's timeline. So, set between the events of the first and second Alien films, that's a good idea, setting it between the first two movies. Alien Romulus promises a riveting narrative that bridges the gap between these iconic installments. Yeah, so this has been a fad that's been going on in Hollywood now for quite a few years. You go back to either the original and you kind of do a direct sequel to an original film, or, they do that a lot with the horror movies, skip all the other movies and then go back and do a direct follow-up to the original movie. Or, like what they did with the Saw movie recently, they went back and they set the Saw movie between the second and third movie, I believe. And, yeah, it worked out quite well. So, it's quite good to set it between the first and second Alien movies. Obviously, they're the best movies in the franchise and absolutely incredible. And it's a great place to kind of fit in a movie and kind of fill in that kind of time gap between the first two movies. So, Spaney expressed her admiration for the project, highlighting the involvement of the original team behind James Cameron's Aliens. Yeah, that's really exciting. The fact that James Cameron's original team who worked on the Aliens movies are coming back to, do the xenomorphs and help out with the production on Alien Romulus, that's all the more interesting, and it's definitely going to catch a lot of people's attention. So, she shared her awe at witnessing the expertise of those who have dedicated decades to crafting the iconic xenomorphs that define the franchise. I mean, you couldn't get someone better to work on the franchise than the people who did the original Aliens movie. They're going to have all the experience in the world, all the knowledge of crafting the xenomorphs, how to make the film the best it possibly can. And like I say, it's all the more exciting to hear that the original team is there working on the movie. Described as an original standalone feature, while specifics remain guarded, Alien Romulus reportedly follows a group of youths encountering a formidable extraterrestrial entity on a distant planet, hinting at the return to the franchise's original scale and tension. I think one of the things that made, a lot of the time they turn these sci-fi franchises into action movies, And I think that Aliens is best suited, like Alien or Aliens, whichever you want to call it. I think it's best suited to be a horror movie. And, you know, you have those narrow, kind of cramped hallways on a spaceship, and then you have a xenomorph kind of, you know, kind of walking around, and you don't know where he is. Is he going to pop out the vent? Is he going to be hiding somewhere? And the Alien Isolation game really nailed that kind of tension on the head, and I think that's what they need to do with the Alien franchise. Instead of making it action, make it more kind of horror oriented. So the stellar cast includes Kaylee Spaney, Isabel Merced, David Johnson, Archie Runix, Spike Fern, and Aileen Wu, each poised to deliver captivating performances. I do apologize if I butchered any of those names. So Alvarez, who co-wrote the script with Rodo Segues, again, sorry if I'm butchering that, is thrilled to have Ridley Scott on board as a producer for the film, marking a significant milestone as the first Alien movie under Disney's banner. Yeah, like I already said, guys, it's the first movie under Disney since they acquired, you know, the Alien franchise, which is kind of cool. And like I said, what they did with the Predator franchise in the latest Prey movie, that's what it's called, Prey, and absolutely reinvigorated the franchise after a run of kind of, you know, bad movies. And a lot of people say that Prey movie is potentially as good, or if not better, than the original Predator movie. I know that's big words, but it's a completely different team. I get it, but it's hard to not make comparisons between the two franchises. But if they can do the same thing for this movie that they did for the Predator movie, like I already said, then you know, it's going to reinvigorate the franchise, and it's going to bring a lot of people back to the Alien franchise. And I really hope it does, because the franchise is awesome. But here we have a poster, guys. So this recently got released. Alien Romulus, Fede Alvarez. It doesn't really give us a whole lot to go on, to be honest. It kind of looks like a stone carving almost. We have a xenomorph here. It looks like we have a couple of planets behind. I'm assuming they're planets. We have a baby, which is kind of, yeah, it's kind of a bit messed up, to be honest. It's kind of a bit strange as well. It's an alien, and it's a xenomorph trying to grab an alien. We've got his big spiky tail coming around here. And yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot to go on. It doesn't really give us any context for the movie whatsoever. Just says Alien Romulus, Fede Alvarez, obviously Hulu, 20th Century Fox. And yeah, it's a xenomorph trying to kidnap a baby, which is kind of strange. But it's definitely unique, I'll tell you. We've got the classic trailer here to Aliens 1986. Guys, if you haven't seen, you know, the classic Alien franchise movies, Alien and Aliens, the sequel, back from the 80s, make sure you go and check them out. Do yourself a favor. All-time classic kind of horror, action movies. Aliens, the sequel, is more action-orientated than the first Alien movie. That was more horror-orientated. But James Cameron directed them. Absolutely incredible classic movies. Check them out if you haven't seen them. So it turns out Ridley Scott is a fan of the upcoming installment. Alvarez explained during a conversation with Guillermo del Toro at a recent DGA Latino Summit 2023 that he was nervous about Ridley Scott watching the film for the first time. So Alvarez tells del Toro in a conversation, he then walks into a room and he says, "Fede, what can I say? It's fucking great." So that's what Ridley Scott said to Fede Alvarez, the director of the upcoming Aliens movie. So he saw obviously saw the movie. Ridley Scott saw this movie, and he said to Fede Alvarez, the director, he said that it's effing great, which is always good. It's good to hear good compliments. But we've already, you know, sometimes we hear a lot of things in Hollywood, quotes and things about people saying that movies are great and stuff like this. James Gunn came out and said that, you know, The Flash was one of the greatest superhero movies ever made, and that turned out to be a pile of garbage. So, you know, take these comments with a grain of salt. You never know. So, quote, "My family knows it's one of the best moments of my life to have a master like him, who I admired so much to even watch a movie that I made, but particularly something like this, and talked to me for about an hour about what he liked about it." Alvarez adds, that's Ridley Scott, you know, talking to him about his movie. "One of the best compliments he said was, the dialogue is great. Are you the writer? Yes." The exciting news sounds like Alien marketing tour is about to commence, which means that more details on Alvarez's vision should arrive soon. Yeah, so generally what happens in Hollywood as well, guys, I'm sure you're pretty aware by this. Normally, when marketing starts up for a movie, they usually put out a poster, and then when the poster comes out, usually within, you know, it could be up to a couple of days, up to a week, usually after the first poster comes out, that pretty much means that the trailer is imminent to some degree, whether it be a teaser, it could be a 30-second teaser, or it could be a full-length trailer. But I'm pretty sure after this poster has now been released that we're going to get a trailer imminently at some point, because bear in mind, the movie comes out in August. It's not that far away. And they're definitely going to start on the marketing hype sooner rather than later to get people interested and let them know that this movie is soon coming. Because I'm sure there's probably a lot of people out there who still don't know that an Alien movie is actually coming out. But guys, that's all we have so far. So, I mean, the plot, they're going to be on a distant planet, and then they're going to obviously encounter a xenomorph. And it doesn't tie into any of the other movies. It's kind of its own standalone project. But it sounds cool. It sounds exciting. The guy who worked on the Evil Dead remake, that got me more excited than anything. If you haven't seen the Evil Dead remake from 2013, check it out. It's a phenomenal horror movie. It's proper creepy and scary. He did a great job. And if he can bring the same quality over to this Alien movie, then it should be something absolutely incredible. But guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Are you excited for this Alien movie? Hearing that, you know, the Evil Dead director's working on it and the original team from the Aliens franchise, you know, who worked on it over 40 years ago, are coming back to work on this movie as well. That's got to mean something, and I'm all the more excited for it. But I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.